What is it that makes a place haunted? Is it a cold chill? A loud bang in the middle of the night? Or is it something more? Something unseen? Last time, API was called to an Attleboro home where, through the homeowner's reports of unusual activity, Jack, Cody, and Sandy searched the shadows where they soon met Bill.
He's here.
But upon further examination of the data they recorded, API soon suspected that Phyllis's home and surrounding neighborhood may be hosts to more than just one earthbound spirit. Even more convincing,
Not anything.
First letter is B.
and still another sample is revealed through reviewing audio captures.
Like this. But it only went about a foot and disappeared. She's heard walking back and forth when she's been downstairs, so maybe she's been downstairs, so maybe we're downstairs, it'll probably walk around.
Is this an early challenge from beyond? You decide.
She doesn't like it when you scare her, you know. Can you promise not to scare her? Make it flash. Or try not to scare her. Are you a joker? You're not going to answer any of my questions, are you? I'll tell you what, answer this question.
I think he likes to play games.
You're pretty good, buddy. You are. You know, I got you on the EVP. Bill is, last time, like the psychic said, he's a comedian. He likes to joke around. And he's playing with me right now. I want to ask a couple questions. Okay, good. Don't go near it until I ask the question. Do you travel around the neighborhood? Do you visit houses? You can make, yes you do. That's a 2. That's like so 1 for yes, 2 for no. Can you make one light up? Alright, good. So you can do it this way. This is just as good as knocking. Do you visit her friend? What was her name? Do you over to her house? 1 for yes, 2 for no. One for yes, 2 for no.
He's split.
2 for no. Do you know who's going over there? No. Is that you knocking too?
Sounds like somebody's knocking on the door.
Sounds like walking. He's doing 2 for no. But he's knocking like...
Make sure nobody's really knocking on the door. Oh, no one's out there. So right now you can hear some static going on. It's basically throwing out a white noise. It's good for the EVP recorders, and it'll start beeping when it picks up a voice.
I heard a faint knock. There it is again. There it is again. There it is again.
Do that again.
Right now, Jack, you want to come closer and get this? This needle is bouncing. Watch. All the way to red. Red light went on and everything stopped. That means he was trying to communicate through that machine. Oh, and now he just moved away.
Maybe we'll catch something and play it back.
That's creepy.
It's never done that before?
It's only
Supposed to do that, but I've never seen it done that.
Scared me.
it's only creepy because it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. That's why it's
I've
creepy.
only read that in the manual that it's supposed to do that. I've never actually seen it done. Can you spike that needle? Make a sound.
Use that energy. Go right ahead.
Good job, Bill. Can you spike it once for yes, two for no?
No.
You don't want to do that? All right. That's all right. You just made my camera go out of focus. Stop it.
Do you like talking with us?
Yes.
Is there something you have to say to us, you feel you should say to us?
No.
You just like hanging around? It's not answering.
That was once.
Yeah, good.
Once. Phyllis is back. Would you like to see her again?
Okay.
Yes.
He likes.
Oh.
Just left. Did you do scan? K2 just flashed.
Do you?
Try not to.
Do you take energy from the radio?
Is that one or two? One or two?
One.
One.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Yes.
You notice every time we finish a conversation, that light goes on. Make the needle move, Bill. Let us know you're... Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jack. Ask your question.
Do you want to go on the other side, Bill? Yes. Do you want us to get you some help to achieve that goal?
Once for you.
Yeah. I'm going to bring someone with me Thursday in a couple of days, and she's going to help you go over, all right?
Are you?
She's very nice. Any questions, Phyllis?
No? No more questions?
No more questions?
Once for you. Yes, no.
Yeah.
That's it.
What I feel is very sad, a little bit panicky. I'm just telling him that I'm going to communicate a little bit different with him than he's used to. The house looks a little, I know this sounds funny, but the house looks a little different on a different dimension. It actually looks a little different. So I don't know if you guys had different plans for the house or different like what is it called, architect, but it looks different. It actually looks the upstairs looks actually bigger than it actually is. When every time I open my eyes, I think the room's going to be bigger than it actually is. So he might be a little bit outside too, not just in the physical house. I know it doesn't really matter, but. I know too that you guys keep getting an accident, but there is like an energy of like a suicide energy too, or I don't know if that's him or if it's just I mean it's possible too that he did that on purpose, you know, and that was so because there's like definitely like I didn't know what I was doing, didn't expect that, and there's like a kind of a panicky energy to it. I also have somebody who passed with I think breast cancer, if that's the pink ribbon. He's also, it's not just that he can't pass, I think he's afraid to pass too. A crossover. You do have more than him in here. There's another male here too, and he's actually using the word hobo. He's saying he's a hobo. He's actually using that word, not me. I'm going to give him the opportunity to cross. I'm not sure he's going to, but I'm also telling him not to stay in the house if he decides to not cross. He literally has a banjo too, that I think it's a banjo, it's smaller, that he's strumming. He seems much more relaxed, much more at ease. He almost has like a guide energy, to tell you the truth. With Bill, it'll be the way it's going to be, but there's like a Justine or Jeanette maybe, that he feels like he needs to say goodbye to, and that's why he's not crossing over. Like, he feels guilty, or I almost feel like it might be his partner or his girlfriend, and possibly he has a child too with her, a girl. And I feel like he's not so proud about some of the things that he did in life, and he regrets a lot of what he's doing. And I'm just trying to tell him that he can still contact her when he crosses over. In fact, it's going to be a lot easier to contact her because he won't be stuck into this house. He can go wherever he wants to do that. So that's one thing that's going to ease him a little bit. Because he is afraid. I think he's afraid to cross over because what he thinks he did down here. And it wasn't really that bad, you know. I just think that nothing he did was really bad. I just think he's kind of just panicky about it. It's possibly, too, that he intended to get in the accident or intended to do whatever how he passed. And that fear of, like, suicide might be what's preventing him from crossing over, too, okay? But he's really he seems like a nice guy. Don't mind giving us some knocks or some voices. Let us know you're hanging out, buddy. I also feel like too, he wants to give you a gift for like letting him stay. Aww. I know that's funny, but so Bill's the only name you guys got, huh? With the
We came in and we asked Bill to give us a sign, and we said we want a good sign this time,
right.
not this. And he went.
Yeah.
That was over on the far side, and then the lights started lighting up. K2 started flashing.
Right.
And he answered multiple questions. Very intelligent. 1 for yes, 2 for night, two
right,
for no.
He definitely like.
And this has got 5 LEDs. We told him to spike it to red. He spiked it.
Yeah.
Then we said, we had another meter that had a little dial. We said, knock it twice. And he spiked it twice.
Yeah.
So very, very intelligent.
There's also somebody here who doesn't want you guys to be here either. There's somebody who doesn't want, like, me to be here right now. He's like, why don't you leave? It wasn't Bill, though. I don't think it's Bill.
He doesn't want me here either?
No, just us right now.
Okay.
Why don't you leave? That's what he said. Whoever this was, it's another male, but I think it's another male. It felt like it was male, but I don't think it's Bill that's doing that. I definitely have somebody like right over me. That's why I put that right there. So you guys definitely want to maintain your. Just every once in a while, just check out your energy and make sure you don't. If you find yourself looking back a lot, or you find yourself like feeling like there's somebody hanging out with you or walk, you want to just do a prayer of cleansing, or just say, oh, go ahead and cross over, just because I think it's you guys that are actually pulling people, which is okay. That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah, I
but
always have that feeling. That
like somebody's watching
there.
or somebody's
Yeah,
hanging
and I
out with you.
turn and like I can almost see like a shadow, and I turn, it's gone.
Right.
All the time.
Yeah, and so just because you have mediumistic abilities, you're going to attract that kind of energy to you. But there's definitely more than just him. He's probably just the loudest because he's a little bit anxious, and he is nice, and he is trying to cross over. So, and I almost think his process is happening right now, to tell you the truth too. And I'm just feeling other people that are hanging out here too. It's possible that when I was dreaming that this morning, that was happening. So. Is there stuff going on over there?
What's that?
Oh, is there stuff going on over there?
Is there any activity?
Oh, in my bedroom right now?
Yeah, or over there, wherever.
Oh, you mean like in the yard?
Are you seeing anything? No, in the house. Sorry.
No.
You're not seeing anything over there?
No, my camera is bouncing.
Yeah.
I'm not bouncing it.
There's a lot of energy in here right now. I mean, that guy is like right over me. I'm surprised that this isn't going off, to tell you the truth, but it might be because he's right, literally over me too.
You can tell him to make it.
I don't know if this guy's going to do that. I don't know if this guy wants us even here, but
I can feel chills.
There absolutely is like a deeper heaviness in here. He's just like a stubborn older guy. That's all. He's probably like mid 50s. I'm laughing because I was about to say late 50s, early 60s, and he said like 55. Bill, let me know if you're still in here, buddy. There's a female here too, very petite. I don't know who she is yet though. Very thin, frail. She's maybe like 5'6" or something, maybe 5'7". Dark hair. I mostly just saw her hands, and they're really skinny and thin and very white. And she's, I don't know if she's not quite on this same dimension as the other ones or what's happening with her, but Bill, can you make if you're here still, could you make that, please, if you want to cross over and need to be crossed over still, could you make the K2, right? Meter ping? Are you still in the house, buddy?
Bill's definitely a knocker.
Yeah, he knocks.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
knock. Go ahead and knock nice and loud for us, buddy. If you still need some help. Can you turn it on first? You give us a big knock, buddy? Are you okay? One knock for yes, two for no. Is that how you guys do it?
Mm-hmm.
He's usually in my room,
Yeah, he's always in her room.
Okay.
staying
We'll
over
go back
by
in there,
that
too.
wooden chest by the windows.
Yes.
That's like
I
his
just want
favorite.
to make sure you know everything that's on there. What if you cross over?
Remember when I was talking the other day and everything was like knocking and flashing and
Yeah, we had a little bit of a hard time,
I believe you.
and then
Go ahead, you want to ask?
and then Phyllis started telling us a little bit about him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he started knocking like crazy.
Yeah.
It was
So he
knocking
actually
and
liked
it
it when
was
she spoke.
flashing, and like everything was like
Go
blowing
ahead.
up.
Stand like you did last time.
That's why I wanted to check you to make sure you don't have cords to them.
And
What's cords?
That you're feeding them their energy.
Oh.
And you did. You had a cord right on the back, but that could have been for something else. I just got rid of it. But
similar to the last investigation, we were here, we were talking like this,
Yeah, right.
and you were explaining, what were you talking about?
How I went to a spiritual psychic.
Right,
and
right.
how she picked up right away who's Bill, and that he had passed away, but he was hanging around my house, and he was a good spirit, and he was in his 40s, and he just was kind of like a little lost and kind of floated around the neighborhood. Just kind of like, hung here and then would go, just kind of was around
There's
here.
a house down the street that,
being a hobo.
maybe the hobo.
Yeah, maybe
He's
that's the
been
one.
visiting
Right.
that
Yeah, because he
house.
definitely feels like he's hanging around the neighborhood.
Because
Yeah.
the kids have seen him.
Yeah.
There's a couple of kids. And
Heard him, like we're hearing him. Oh, it's not working.
now what we did is Bill.
It's good that it's not working.
It's actually good.
Oh, good.
Bill, if you're here, can you give us a loud knock? Just like last time. A real loud knock like you did last time.
Are you seeing activity too, though? Is
No.
anybody? Because I'm seeing like activity. I'm not. That's how I was feeling over there.
I'm feeling chills.
And yeah, it's definitely heavier in here. The energy was waving over there. How old is this house?
Well, this is also a newer house, so it
Right, it's not
won't
going to be as
no knobbing tube.
We're getting rid of ghosts. People might get really dizzy walking by here for a little while. Yeah. All set. You might catch him in her bedroom. I don't know if you were pointed that way or not. Near her chest. That's where I was seeing
Yes.
like the shimmers and the. So you might catch some orbs there or something like that. In the room while I was sitting in the chair, you might catch some stuff too, because I definitely had something like almost like right over me when that was happening. So.
Okay.
But as far as Bill goes, I think I think maybe this morning that was taken care of too. Just for the next 3 days to a week, you might have an increase in activity because of that.
Yeah.
Because if there's any neighborhood stuff, there, they're gonna go to that light. So
Okay.
it might go up for a little bit. That's happened before, but then it'll just, phase out. Gray to like a medium gray to light gray, and as it turns like to like a very light gray, Mother Mary actually took it like and held it like a baby.
Oh
I know, it almost makes me want to cry when it happened.
Wow.
And it turned it to light, and just and then just disappeared. So it was like,
goodness.
so I learned that it's love that's not, if you sit there and expel and blah 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 blah.
Right. Yeah.
It's not what is going to help it. It's going to feed it. So just so you guys know that too.
That's
Remember that when you go on them, it's the fear that actually like makes it even more.
don't guess
It's
it.
hard not to though. It's hard not to, and like you're getting scratched or you're getting like, you're feeling all this stuff,
Right.
and it wants to hold on to that, so it can have something to feed off of. So, but Bill was fine. Bill's not like anything. He was just anxious and fearful, I think, to cross over because I don't think he like knew what was going to happen. He might have felt a little bad or a little guilty too. So, but I don't think he was anything. But yeah, so just
He's
do that.
cool.
Do yourself
Cool
that
kid.
favor, and you keep your eye on things.
I will.
Okay, as you just seen, we just did a blessing of the house for Phyllis. Reverend Sherry came over and did the blessing, and she is very good, and she picked up all kinds of stuff. Hopefully Bill is on his way. I believe he is. She's very good at what she does, and I hope this is the end of it. We will keep in touch with Phyllis, and we'll find out what else is going on if everything's all clear. And that's it.